Hello everybody, this is Gaming Imperatrix and we're here today with our pet spider. Now last time you saw on our ProjectRed tutorials, we were working with bundled cables and using simple levers in order to extract things. One thing I will add is that I put an importer up underneath the miscellaneous chest and connected it to the bundled cable. And you can see that we still have our barrels each allocated to a certain thing using a certain filter. Now, there is something in ProjectRed called an Illumar button. And Illumar buttons are very attractive. Look at this. Ding! Oh. Ding! Oh, that's very beautiful. It glows in the dark, too. How are you still out and about? Anyway, hanging out with our spider. Now, if you look at the Illumar, you can see that it will transmit a redstone signal across this wire. Yay! And if we try and look at the signal really quickly, we can see that it's 15 here, 14 here, 13 here, so on and so forth. Oops, it is. However, we should note that these white insulated wires do not pick up the signal. Look at this. No matter how I place it. Nothing. We do not get it. Ugh! So we could try and do something where we were like, okay, does this work? And you'll see that this guy over here will only power up to 1, which is very strange and has something to do, I think, with how the fact that these are kind of like a digital system, transmitting like zeros and ones or something like that. In any event, one of the ways that we can get a stronger signal coming out of this is to use a redstone repeater. And you'll see now that we get a nice, beautiful, powerful signal at the opposite side of the wire, and that it's able to catch the signal and get it to the opposite side. So, if we were to go and say, okay, which one of these is orange? All right, redstone. We're going to go over here. We're going to be like, hey, you, redstone. And we can put that button there, and then we can put a redstone repeater right here on the other side. Let's make sure that matches. Yes! Okay, and then we're gonna be like, hand over that redstone. And eventually, if we look, we should see the redstone, or the, yep, it's coming through. It's coming through, guys. It's gonna end up in our retrieval chest. I'll take it in a second. And I'm gonna toss some of these so I can get different kinds of Illumar buttons for ya. Let's look up the different colors. You can see that there's a white. Shut up and stop burning! He took his time. Alright, so we're going to get ones for different colors. So we're going to have, you know, the light blue and maybe the white. And I don't even remember what all colors we have. We'll just put a whole bunch of colors together and we'll figure it out as we go, right? So, yes, and then I want to add a big bright red. Oh, okay. So anyway. You can see that we managed to get our redstone dust that we just solicited. Now, if we wanted to send that redstone dust back into storage, we were using this lever. But what we could, again, do is, actually, we could just use the redstone dust in this particular instance. And we could pop a button on the other side. And then, of course, it sends the thing along. This lit up if you wanted to know what happened. And it'll send our redstone dust back to base. So we can go along and we can be like, alright, where were let's see, the chests. I should have these all. Yes, they're in order. Excellent. Excellent. And so I can just push the buttons. What kind of different colors do I have? I have white. I have yellow. I guess I could match the colors, but it doesn't really matter. They could all be white, right? I mean, it's not like they're sending out a colored signal or anything like that. I could just do this. Ready? And then each of them, I want a redstone torch, and I want a single red alloy wire, and I want some iron, and then if I'm patient, those things should show up, provided that I have them in inventory. We probably won't see them coming through. Probably already arrived by the time I got here. Oh my goodness, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Well, I didn't put any of the repeaters on this side. Alright, now it should work. Hello, I want a chest. And I want some redstone, and I want a piece of red alloy wire. If I look, it should come around. Yep, there they come. And of course, there's also the miscellaneous chest. Hello, I want something miscellaneous. I don't know what, just give me whatever the hell is in this miscellaneous chest. And then you'll see that my supplies have come to me, which is a wonderful use of Illumar buttons, or any buttons, really. But Illumar buttons are pretty because they glow in the dark. Look at this, and we just make it night. Oh yes. Oopsie daisies. I did that all wrong. Hold on. Hey! Oh, they're just pleasantly beautiful. One more thing about Illumar buttons. If you see them like this, where you click on them and they turn on, you can actually change their configuration so they're on most of the time and turn off when they're clicked on. So you do that by having not like a weapon in your hand, but just a normal hand. Hold shift, right click on the button. It's going to not light up at first properly because the coding for checking the lighting is bad. But if you click on it once, you'll see that it starts lighting the area around it properly, and now every time you click on it, it turns off when activated. Again, it's going to remain lighted after you shift right click on it because the coding is a little weird, but click on it a couple times and it will be off by default. Get out of here. I will kill you with my Signalum shortbow, which is really overkill, to be honest. There's also a type of Illumar button called a feedback button. So this is a gray Illumar feedback button. Now the feedback button looks like any other button until you realize you can apply a redstone signal to one side and it will illuminate. Then when you press it, it will apply a redstone signal to all sides. Oopsie daisies. Like so.